Patrick Bellon, U.S. Army, Iraq vet.
Patrick, still last name?
B-E-L-L-O-N.
Your name, sir?
Rick Hegdahl, U.S. Navy retired, Bellevue, Washington.
Last name, Rick?
Hegdahl, H-E-G-D-A-H-L.
Robin Eckstein, E-C-K-S-T-E-I-N, U.S. Army veteran.
Comment on Robin? R-O-B-I-N?
R-O-B-I-N, yes.
Your name, sir?
Matt Victoriano, M-A-T-T-V-I-C-T-O-R-I-A-N-O, Marine Corps 2000 to 2004. Went to Iraq a couple times.
You did both names, your names. I never know with names.
Yeah.
When you think it's the most common spelling, it's not. Who would like to go first today?
Sure, I'll go
Rick was
first.
going to introduce the whole thing, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me get, I'm sorry, I got to get it close to you.
Oh, no worries.
And you can look at me if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm doing everything, so I'm going to stand up at the side.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
So,
Sorry. Okay, sir, go ahead.
we are with Operation Free, which is a coalition of veterans and national security groups, touring the country to raise awareness about climate change as a national security issue. My friends here are from all over the United States. I happen to be from Bellevue, so this is my hometown. I'm really happy to host my friends here in Seattle. And one of the biggest reasons that we're doing this is because we've all served in wartime, either Iraq or Afghanistan, and we've seen the cost of an energy policy that depends so heavily on fossil fuels that come from countries that aren't necessarily friendly for us. And whenever we stick that nozzle in our gas tank and fill up our car, part of the money that we spend on that fuel goes to fund the terrorists that turn around and kill our soldiers.
What's the most common thing you hear from people as you're touring around? Question that was, I guess, the most common question.
I don't think that, I think there's a common reaction that people get when they hear our story is, a lot of them have never equated climate change with national security. And it's not just us in this bus or on this tour that are talking about this. This is the Pentagon is deeply involved in using, they know that our dependence on fossil fuels is causing problems where, our mission, in the Navy is to keep the sea lanes open for traffic, to make sure that commerce is freely runs from the Persian Gulf to all our allies. A lot of that commerce is fossil fuels. And the Defense Department, their new quadrennial defense report states that one of the critical areas in the next 4 years is climate change as a force, as a threat multiplier, where people are, where there's climate disruption, where there's drought and there's famine, and populations shift, they move into other countries, cause conflicts, and it becomes a breeding ground for terrorism. And the use of fossil fuels isn't something that our military can continue to rely on in the future. We know that the spigot is going to turn off eventually, and we've got to shift our energy to something more renewable, something more sustainable, something that we can take control of.
I think they're great students.
Yeah, Matt knows a lot about
Do
these.
You have a question you wanted to ask? He really
I'm
is writing up good notes.
yeah.
Normally,